I'm Paul from feastonadventure.com. I wrote a cookbook about making non-perishable meals out of freeze-dried, dehydrated, and instant foods for camping, hiking, skiing, climbing, or anywhere where refrigeration is an issue. Today, I want to talk about creamed coconut, and specifically mashing creamed coconut. Now, creamed coconut's an ingredient I use regularly throughout the book. Anytime that I want to add coconut flavor or a lot of creaminess to a dish or a lot of extra calories. It's also a really good substitute for dairy products for people who are dairy-free or vegan. Specifically in the book, I use it in the untamed Thai green curry recipe, also the breakfast recipe called hasty exit pudding, and probably a few other places. You'll find this creamed coconut at any large grocer in the ethnic aisle and also in specialty grocers like Asian grocers. It comes in a box, a small box like this. It's usually only a couple bucks. And inside, you're going to get this plastic wrapped creamed coconut. There's a couple reasons why we want to mash our creamed coconut. The first we're going to notice as soon as we pull it out of the box. That being that the fat has separated from the creamed flesh. Mashing it's going to allow us to mix that all together again and make sure that we can evenly distribute the creamed coconut throughout our dishes. I would guess that in conventional recipes, the whole brick is used, allowing it to melt, dissolve, and distribute it evenly throughout the whole dish. In our case, we're usually only using a tablespoon or two at a time, so we really need to get this evenly distributed before we add it to our dishes. The other reason that we want to mash the creamed coconut is to encourage it to distribute evenly in our dishes during the rehydration process. If we were to just leave it in a big chunk or in chunks, often we're going to end up having, well, chunks of coconut throughout our dish rather than a nice creamy sauce. So let's get at it. Basically what we're going to do is just open up this plastic packaging, and I'm going to get the creamed coconut out onto a plate. Most of it's out there, and then I'm just going to grab a fork, and basically what we want to do is start breaking this up. And then get mashing it together. Once it's in this basic crumbly pea meal state, it's ready to transfer to a container that we're going to keep it in. So I've got that right here. And now that it's in the container, it'll be easier to mix it together uniformly without getting it everywhere. And really, I suppose you can mash it right in the container. I thought it would be easier to demonstrate or easier to show on the plate, and I actually do personally mash it in the container more regularly than on a plate. Now this is what the final product's going to look like. I keep it like this for a whole season when I'm preparing meals for our trips, and I measure the measurement straight from this crumble rather than from a brick. Even having it already mashed and crumbled up like this, before I put it in the dish, I will make sure that the amount that I've measured out is still broken up and freely moving, so that when I shake the bag of ingredients to mix it all together well, the creamed coconut gets evenly dispersed. And that's mashing creamed coconut. Hey, thanks for watching. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel if you'd like to learn more about just add water cooking. Apparently there's some value you can click if you want to be notified when I post something new. I've never clicked it, but go ahead if that's your thing. To find out where I source some of the more unusual ingredients in my recipes, go to my website, feastonadventure.com. And while you're at it, consider buying my book, Feast on Adventure. It has over 40 recipes designed for camping, hiking, skiing, climbing, or anywhere that refrigeration is an issue. It also teaches you everything you need to know about freeze-dried, dehydrated, and instant ingredients, and provides a framework for turning your family favorites into just add water meals.